Greetings, guys. It's Fancy, the award-winning editor-in-chief of Swagger Magazine. For those who don't know, Swagger Magazine is an empowerment and lifestyle publication for intentional Black women who like to keep it real. Just stating that because sometimes I feel like things, people may be following the page and unaware of who we are or what our mission is. So I wanted people just to know that little bit about us as well. So today I was thinking about how I shared a little bit about the history of Juneteenth yesterday is as I was talking about our Free Yourself package for our Juneteenth celebration. And I realized like even when I thought about doing that, I thought to mention this certain part then, but I don't know why I ended up only focusing on like the back history, well, the deep rooted history of Juneteenth. And I didn't think about like well, I did think about, but I forgot, incorporating, the more modern history of Juneteenth as well. So for those who were interested, then, just to tell you a little bit more about it, I put me together some facts. So, remember we talked about the history of Juneteenth yesterday, and we talked about General Gordon Granger arriving in Galveston, Texas, and it was then that he told the slaves in the area that they had been freed, and that was June 19th, 1865. And then if you move into more modern day history, well, yesterday we also talked about like how the Juneteenth celebrations tend to look, how they included like food and games and things along the lines of that. They might even include political rallies, and then when they started to include like the voter registration sign up, I think they begin to have some problems, because of course people did not want Black people voting at that time. So they began to like kind of scale it back to doing more reflecting on just like the progression of Black people, just talking about how far we've come, our history, and things along the lines of that. So that is like the deep history of Juneteenth, right? And then we also have the more modern history, whereas we talk about how this day became a national holiday, and it is I'd say begin to be a federal holiday. I think it is a federal holiday now because I was reading somewhere where they said that people can be paid for Juneteenth as well. But I wanted to talk about the woman who made this day possible, who really went above and beyond. She actually went miles to make this a day, and that is Miss Opal Lee. So in 2016, at the age of 89, Miss Opal Lee walked from her home in Fort Worth, Texas, to the national capital in effort to get Juneteenth passed as a national holiday. So that was in 2016. And then I think it was in 2021 that President Biden signed Juneteenth in as an official national holiday. It was like the 40. It had not. What was it? They had not had a national holiday signed into order or whatever with in the past 40 years. So it was the first one to be written in as a holiday within 40 years. But just to also tell you all about the grandmother of Juneteenth, Miss Opal Lee. She is a retired school teacher and a local activist who witnessed racism firsthand when her family home was burned down by rioters. I think that was maybe, don't make me lie, because it was either in the 1930s or the 1950s, I think, but I could have that wrong. I didn't put a year in my notes. However, um, so she was an activist as well as a school teacher. And one thing that was said about her that I thought was really cool was she lived through the Great Depression, World War II, and the U.S. Civil Rights Movement. In this century, she voted for the first African American president of the United States. So now, if that isn't someone who, has a lot of wisdom, then I don't know who is. You all probably have seen Miss Opal Lee like doing interviews, and she continues to walk 2.5 miles to celebrate Juneteenth. And those 2.5 miles symbolize the 2.5 years that it took before the people in the slaves in Galveston, Texas knew that they were free. So we just want to celebrate her, and all her accomplishments, her hard work, because she actually marched. I don't know how many miles that was. It seems like I've seen it in a past article, like how many miles it was when she marched to Washington from Galveston, Texas. But I mean, from Fort Worth, Texas. But either way, that all of her work is commendable. If you're talking about Black women who love to keep it real, I think that is definitely one right there. Um, and we're just, so happy that she did that for us. So basically, with all of that being said, we are talking about our Juneteenth celebration, which is entitled Free Yourself. And basically, it's going to be speakers and poets, and we'll be, of course, having speaking. Of course, the speakers will be speaking on different topics. However, they envision freeing yourself. I want this to be, while the speakers may tend to be business owners, within their respective fields. Like, you could be a financial consultant or a financial coach, and you may talk about financial freedom. Or if you're a health or fitness coach, you might talk about uh, uh, physical freedom, or something along the lines of that. Just however you, in your own lane, see people freeing themselves is how we're going to take it. And you get, with the package that we are offering, you get 12 minutes to speak. You'll also get, let me get back to the package because I don't want to tell you wrong. So you can share your empowering message during our virtual Juneteenth event. You also get a What's Going On interview to highlight your journey and expertise in an in-depth feature. And then you also gain visibility with the dedicated article on Swagger Online, um, which is our vibrant platform for news. If you all haven't checked us out at swaggeronline.com, I do invite you all to do so. And then you'll also get a newsletter feature where you can reach our engaged audience with the highlight in our popular newsletters. And we have about 4,000 subscribers on our newsletter list. And then the last part of the package is you also get to shine in our digital issue, connecting deeply with our readers. So, we would love to have you be a part of this event. The package is $300. Of course, with that, you get, was that 5 features in all? One, two, three, four. That is 5. You get 5 features for that price. You get links to all those features. You can do whatever you want to do with them, but it is definitely a good look for those who are looking to garner more visibility for their business or their brand. And you don't have to necessarily be a, like, I think this event, I guess you would say, is for the business owners who work with both brains, like not just the analytical side of things, but also the artsy side of things, like the creative side of things. And that's why we want to include the poets, because not only do we want it to be educational, but we also want it to be entertaining. Like, if you've ever attended any of our events, it's always about like a vibe that we're trying to set. And with this event, we want you all to feel free, even though I'm not gonna lie, I don't totally feel free in this country right now, but um, that's neither here nor there. I know that freedom is a mindset, and I feel like, as long as I have that and it's working fine, then I'm okay. I can deal with whatever else there is to come. So, that's like basically how we're envisioning the event to take place. It is a virtual event. It's going to be from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern time on June 19th. That is a Wednesday. And it's going to take place on our Facebook page, which is where we have over 130 something thousand followers. I think we're getting close to 140,000 followers there. No, excuse me, 240,000 followers there. So, and thank you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you are one of those that are tuned in. But yeah, so that's basically a little bit about the event. I also shared a little bit about Miss Opal Lee earlier in the broadcast. I know some of you all may just be coming in. I'm not certain. I'll be trying to look at the numbers, but if you get looking at the numbers too hard, you start getting all type of thoughts. So I'm like, I don't know. But trying to think if there's anything else you all might need to know. The deadline to sign up for the speaking package is the 31st, which is this Friday, May 31st. Um, what else? We'll have newsletters going out this week, of course, about it. Oh, and by the way, while I'm here, I don't think I mentioned, like, I don't know if you all have heard the news about how we are collaborating with CTR Media Network, and our broadcast can now be seen on their YouTube page. They have, I don't know, I can't remember. how many followers. They have a lot of they have a lot of followers on their YouTube page. I know they receive millions of views on their YouTube page. And so you can see our content there and you can see their content on our Facebook page now. So we're doing a collaboration and basically, we're providing you all with even more content that is empowering, educational, that should help motivate you to get through whatever it is you're going through in life. I feel like we have a little bit of something here for you. So, yeah, so do check out the content as it is appearing across the pages and the networks. Do support their page as well. That again, that is CTR Media Network. Trying to think if there's anything else. Right now, we have a really good article on our website. I think you all should check out called what's the name of the article? My bad. It's about green therapy. And I don't know if you all basically, that is plant therapy for those who don't know. I don't know if we have any plant parents watching in attendance right now. I would love to be like I'm a plant parent, but y'all, it seems like I cannot get my plants to stay alive. Like I don't know what it is I be doing, but it just don't be it just does not be a forever thing. I refuse to believe I can't keep a plant alive, but I still have my work cut out for me. Anyway, though, the name of the article is Green Therapy Plants to Enhance Mental Well-Being at Home. I'm going to drop the link in the comments and invite you all to check it out because it is really, really good. Personally, I'm planning to my goal is to like start send some money to the side so I can start buying me some plants. And right now I have fake plants, and I feel like they make the house look nice, but I would really love to have some real plants as well. And in this article, Arthur Obsession is actually sharing different plants for different I won't say ailments, but just like if you're trying to boost your mood or for calmness or whatever the case may be, more energy. If you're trying to I almost want to say oxidize your home. There's a what am I trying to say? Like purify the toxins in the air of your house. There are plants for that. So it's a very educational article. I think that you all will enjoy it if you're one of those, as we always say, one of our intentional queens. I think you'll find the article to be really good. So I dropped it in the comments. You guys can check that out. And then if you are interested in the package that I was telling you all about, let me also grab that link for you. Seems like I already had that. It's scrolling across the bottom of the screen, but I want to put it in the comments in case anybody is interested, or if you know someone who may be interested. And don't forget, while the speaking, like if you're trying to be a speaker, that is a paid portion of the event. In order to be a speaker, we do also have sponsorship packages, but if you're a poet, we are looking for poets. There is no fee. I would like to have between like 3 to 5. It really depends on how many speakers we're able to secure. Right now, we're looking to only have 5 because it's a 2-hour event, and just trying to make certain we have time for our speakers, sponsors, and the poets. But we could go longer. I mean, it's virtual, and there's no one to tell us, oh, we can't do that. So there's that. I dropped the package in the comments. Did anybody have any questions for me? I'm trying to see if there's any other news I can share with you guys. Um, I think that's everything. Where if you watch what's going on, hopefully we're gonna be you'll be able to watch it on some other media outlets soon as well. So like you can catch the replays if should you miss any. Of course, you can always watch them on our page, and we encourage you to do that as well. But I'm just excited about what's to come with that, and I'll be able to share more about it soon. I was trying to see if I saw any questions. I don't see anything. So I'm going to go ahead on and hop off. But thank you all for tuning in. If anybody's interested in our speaker package, oh look, I see people coming in. Let me just run through it again. If anybody's interested in the speaker package, it is 12 minutes to speak at our Free Yourself event. It's a Juneteenth celebration. Basically, we're going to be celebrating all of our Blackness. I've been seeing other people talking about, how they're going to celebrate their Blackness online. And I think it's really cool. And for us, at times I can kind of shy away from events because it seems like in the past we haven't received the type of support that I felt like we should receive. But now, as I'm just kind of getting to see how things are or how things work, I'm just like, okay, maybe that's, I always have to tell myself this when it comes to events. Whoever was there is who was supposed to be there, because it's like I would be disappointed kind of at the turnout, and then I would always end up making these good connections with the few people that came. Of course, now being, and we would like to have a lot of people come to this event, and that's why I think it's going to be an awesome thing because of just how we've seen this Facebook page grow over the past year. I don't even know if it's been 2 years. I really think it's only been a year. We gained like over 100,000 followers within a year. So that right there alone, just seeing how our numbers look, we do get millions of views on this page. Just knowing that we can combine our audience with the audience of those people that are speaking, the speaker participants, and we can do some big things. So it would be a good look for everyone. You could embed the video on your website. Um, you can have the download of the video. You can do whatever you want to do. Put it on YouTube, chop it up. We'll be doing some chopped up versions of it, like some little reels from the content as well, of course. But I think it's something that would be beneficial for those of you who are looking for visibility for your business. When you look at our live interviews now, usually they're ranging about 800 to 1,000 views, and then there are some I've seen even do more than 1,000. And then it's like it's just steadily growing. I'm still amazed at how well this page has been doing myself. And I guess it's because we started this page I think about 14 years ago, since we're about to be having our 14th year anniversary in July. So just to see how at first it was, it's always been a work in progress, and we've seen growth spurts, but this last growth spurt has just been really good to us. And so I appreciate it. I appreciate when you all are coming in on the page. I kind of hate when I see people on there arguing or going back and forth or trying to tell somebody off. But I'm like, we always say for the black woman, the intentional black woman that likes to keep it real. So I can't, you know, maybe in that moment, I don't know. Um, However, we would don't condone violence. Let me just say that. I don't even condone like the tense vibes that occur. Like I really don't like that. So I'm not on this page as often. Not to say we have a lot of that on this page often, but I have just seen people doing it, and I was like, dang, okay. I don't really know what to do because I'm non-confrontational. So so it can be a little tricky at times managing a page with so many followers, but we are thankful for all of you all. Um, I was trying to still see if there were any other questions. Oh, I mentioned the 12 minutes to speak. You also get the 12 minutes to speak. You get a what's going on interview, which is like typically the interviews you see when you see this frame that I'm in right now. Typically, this is our interview format, but I use it still like when I'm doing news updates, which is kind of what I feel like this is right now. This is a news update. Um, and then you also get a Swagger Online feature. So you will be featured on swaggeronline.com, which is our website. You all, like, if you haven't ever been there, I encourage you all to check it out and see what news stories we have there, because we have a lot of interviews, but we also have a lot of lifestyle and business content as well. Um, and I think it's good quality content. I've been told that it's good quality content from our readers, and I appreciate that as well. And then you also get a newsletter spotlight in our newsletter. We have about 4,000 subscribers as of this time right now on our newsletter. Um, we send out newsletters regularly because we repurpose our content from the website. We want people to see it, so it goes out there. But then also we send out our news and announcements. Well, like, pertaining to the business there as well. If we have clients, we also send their news out there too. But it will definitely keep you in the loop of things that I feel like are attainable. Like, so this isn't that newsletter that's like full of celebrity stuff, and then you can't ever get into any of the events or anything. No. These are things and people that you can support on a local, or they're reachable, put it that way. Um, and then what else? And then you also get a digital issue spotlight. So we do a digital magazine. If you all didn't know, we've shared pictures of it. If you look at our profile photo right now, it is a cover of our current issue with the Monique Rose Need. Um, and basically, I mean, it's a magazine issue that is digital. The pages flip, but they flip in a digital format. Um, but it is more so lifestyle, business, and entertainment content in there. We have some inspirational stuff in there as well. So it's like, the stories, the only difference is like the stories are a little bit longer in the issue. Um, we tend to try to put some of our bigger interviews in the issue as well. So, yeah. So there's that. So those are the five features that you get if you're interested in the package. The package is $300. That can be paid via Square. What you would need to get started would be your mini bio and professional headshot. A professional headshot, but then I also think we should have like a power pose picture or something. And then what else? And that's basically it. Yeah. From there, we're gonna get everything else together for you. We'd send you over the questions via email. We would contact you about the time to schedule your what's going on interview. We would you of course, we would need to know your topic that you're speaking about for the event as well. Um and again, you have like a lot of creative direction, I feel, because for me as a creative, like you just kind of got to give me an overview and then I'll come up with the rest of the concept. I don't always want somebody just to be like, oh, and then this has this, and this. I'm not one of those people. If you want to, as they say, sell from the stage, you are more than welcome to sell from the stage. But you need to have some substance behind it. Don't make everything a sales pitch because that's not why we're here and that's not why we're doing this. We truly want to be empowering our audience with, messages and tools and tips and tricks of how they can free themselves in whatever lane it is that we're talking about freeing them. So, so yeah, that is everything. I feel like I've been talking a long time today. I can't see the time how long I've been on here, but it seems like I have been here for a good minute, I see. So, any questions for those of you who just recently came on? Um, we do also have sponsorship opportunities available, and they're not really expensive because it is a virtual event. Now, of course, if you like to sponsor more, hey, we would love that. But I think the biggest one is maybe like $500 or something like that. It's not a lot. Um, but we can send that information over to you if anybody's interested. And payments will be made via Square unless you purchase now if you're trying to purchase a speaker package, those are available on the website. That's where the link is. But we prefer, actually if you were to email us and we'd send you over an invoice and you pay it that way. But if you want to pay it, just go ahead on and get it. Then, we don't want to be holding you up or anything or anything like that. So go ahead on and get it. Um, but yeah, now I really think that is everything. I'm about to run out to the store. So thank you all for tuning in. Peace and blessings. And you all have a great Sunday. Stay safe.